To have you tonight. Hello, welcome everyone to our Thursday night testimonial call. Boy, do we have an exciting night tonight with Michelle and Jason. Dr. Stacy, so glad that you could be here tonight. Good evening. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. So here we go. And just want to welcome you all tonight to our X39 review and testimonial with Michelle and Jason, and we have Dr. Stacy as well. And we're going to have a great 30-minute call where we talk about real people, real testimonials, and the science behind it. Just wanting everyone to know that LifeWave is not intended to cure, treat, or diagnose any disease. And with that, Dr. Stacy, why don't you start the testimonial?
Absolutely. Thank you, Marcy. All right. Well, Michelle, I'm going to start with you first. I see Jason is in here, so we will get him unmuted here in just a little bit. But Michelle, basically what I would like, I do have your pictures to share, so I'm excited I'll be able to screen share those here in a little bit. But I would love for you to share with everyone, what was kind of going on with you before in your life, health-wise. How long have you been using the stem cell activation patches with LifeWave? And then, of course, tell us what's happened since.
Okay, great. I can go ahead and go. I'm live, right? Okay, good. All right. Okay, so last year in April, I started getting this line across my neck. It almost looked like someone had choked me with a wire or something like that. It was real red, and it was just right across here. And then it started spreading out like that. And then it started itching and pinching and all kinds of stuff like that. And I finally realized it's eczema. I've never had eczema ever in my life. And then, so I didn't really do anything about it, really didn't go to the doctors. I kind of got a little better, and then it got a little worse. But then in August, it went up to my face, went up to my eyes. And eczema, if it's around your eyes, they call it dermatitis. It's the same darn thing. Okay, just as painful, just as ugly. And I'm in outside sales. So to present that face, to accounts and things like that is extremely uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. And the only thing that would help me would be Vaseline. I'd have to put Vaseline on my eyes, even when I'm out in the field, and then I'd have to pat it a little so it's not so shiny. No makeup for 5 months. No makeup for 5 months. Anyways, came October, and it just got so inflamed. You'll see the pictures in a minute. It was just so inflamed. I could not go to work. I could not go to work for several days. And I was just praying to God, tell me, what is the cause of this? What is going on? Because then I went and saw 3 doctors. All 3 of them said it's eczema, dermatitis. There's no cure for it. Here's some steroid cream. No way. I'm not putting that on my face. So I started a lot of research, and I came across a celery juice cleanse, and I did all organic food. I did the celery cleanse. I did it 3 times, 9 days in a row for each one of them. It seemed to get a little better, but then it got worse. And then I got better, then I got worse. And I also went and saw my acupuncturist because I was desperate at this point. Because like I said, I'm in outside sales, right? And it helped a little bit. It definitely helped. When I went to her like 2-3 times a week for several weeks. And once the session was done, the swelling was a little bit better, and I had relief for 24 hours. It wasn't itching, it wasn't pinching and burning. And but then it would come back, and I'm still doing the cleanse. And finally, I went to finally in January, I was looking for a holistic hairstylist because I wasn't getting any relief from all the things I was doing, but I had to get my hair done too, right? So I found Mindy's website, and on the website, it has X39 results. I go, oh, what kind of hair product that is? I didn't know. So I looked it up, and I'm like, whoa, these pictures were amazing. And they had a woman in there that looked like she had what I had, but it didn't say what the condition was. Mm-hmm. And so I called Mindy up, I texted her, and I called her up and said, I really want to talk to you about this X39. And so I think it was a Thursday evening. I couldn't wait. I actually went to her salon Friday afternoon and talked to her, and I signed up right then. I want that patch. And so I signed up, and that was a Friday. I wasn't going to be able to get my patches until Tuesday, but she happened to have what they call a sleeve or an envelope full of the X39. And so I wrote her a check for that. and told her I would give her my patch when it came on Tuesday. And she said, wait till tomorrow, because it was late Friday. She was wait till tomorrow and then start it. So I started it with the patch on. Within 2 weeks of having that patch on, everything was gone. It has not, all of it, the neck, the eyes, all of it. So it's completely healed. And that, I don't know if I could use that word enough, but that's the word I'm going to use.
I'm going to screen share so you can talk us through this.
Yes. Okay.
That is.
Look how swollen my face is on the first. Yeah, those two. The whole face is inflamed, and obviously this is inflammation. But it just got so bad I could hardly open my eyes, and it burned, it itched, it pinched, and then there's a neck one. I'm surprised
right here.
Oh, you got to go over. Okay, I see. Okay, so then there's the neck one. See how inflamed that is? That's a good day. That was a good day. And I took these pictures before I even knew about X39, not the after pictures, but before I even knew, because I wanted somebody to help me. I mean, I kept looking and looking and searching, and finally my prayers were answered. And I'm sold. I mean, if it helps me.
What was your time frame from this?
My time frame. The pictures were the inflamed pictures were in October. I didn't take the X39 until January because I didn't find it until January. And so within 2 weeks of having the X39 patch, it was completely healed.
This is you
for me. Yeah.
2 weeks after patch.
Yeah, on your team, I can't see it. It just says Teams chat, doesn't have the pictures up anymore for me. But the pictures that I sent is before and after, the neck and the face, the eyes. And the weird thing, the healing before I did the X39, it would get a little better here and then it'd get worse there, a little better here, worse here. It was weird. The healing was really weird. But once I put that X39 patch on, it just, it was amazing. It was not slow either. It was quick. It was really quick. Every day was more and more and more. And the other great thing is within the third day, I didn't feel that itching, that pinching, that burning. I still had the inflammation, but yeah. So
wow, that's huge for you, because you dealt with that for almost a year.
Yeah.
With no root cause.
Yeah.
And so you use the X39. Is that the only patch you used?
I used that first, and then I added the glutathione, and because I knew it had to do with defox. It's inflammation. And the one thing that I do want to say, because I got crazy with all the patches, I had to have them all, right? One of the things for me that I noticed that I can't wear too many of them, because what happens is all the toxins just start flowing into my bloodstream, and I don't have enough water I can drink to get that all out. So I go, okay, slow it down, X39 and the Aeon, yeah, which is the anti-inflammatory patch.
Yes, they want me to screen share one more time.
Sure.
Because it got switched for some reason. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah. Feel free to take a screenshot.
So this is your before. This is 2 weeks on the X39. This is before, and this is 2 weeks on the X39.
Right.
Wow. And this is you now.
And this is me now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So wow. Get that stuff.
Thank you, Mindy.
Yeah. Thank you, Mindy. Well, thank you, Michelle, so much for coming on here. Thank you for sharing your pictures. I know that's definitely going to help a lot of people, because skin issues are big. They're really big. And I love that you brought up the detox point, that we do need to detox our body as well, too. Something's going on. So that's fantastic. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll definitely have you back on in the future and see how other things are changing in your life.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Stacy.
You're welcome. All right, let's find Jason. Jason, let's see. I can find you on here. There we go. I'm asking you to unmute, Jason. And when you talk, it'll pop you up to the front. Jason, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I just need to find you. Let's see. There are only 236 people on here. Okay, go ahead and start talking, Jason. I'll see if I can find you on here.
Okay. I started taking the X39 patch 5 weeks ago today. The first few days, I didn't really feel anything. The fourth day, I started feeling some mental clarity. So prior to that, I have a really bad shoulder. I had 2 shoulder surgeries back in 2010 and 2011 when I was in the military. From when I hurt my shoulder, I dislocated it. They said it was 95% torn. So I had no pain up until about October. So, and I also have degenerative disc disease in my lower and middle back, probably just from years of wear and tear through the Army. And that all came out. My degenerative disc disease came out, where I found out I actually had it was January of 2021. As you can see, I'm a police officer. I'm working right now. I was wrestling with somebody. I had to pick him up and kind of throw him down. And then the next day, I couldn't really walk. It was, I had the nerve was pinched. It felt like it wrapped around my foot. My whole left leg was numb. I battled through it. Took about 5 months to like, what I like to call detach, the nerve to detach where I had no pain. Then I found out about decompression therapy, started doing that every single month. I'd have to go, otherwise I'd have flare-ups. So fast track now, I was on day 5. I started noticing, so I couldn't really sleep. In October, when my shoulder started hurting again, I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna have to get surgery again. This is a reconstructed shoulder. This is really starting to bother me. I'm like, it's a fact. I can't do any shoulder workouts, exercises, but I can do push-ups and stuff like that. But I really can't like lift it or sleep on it. And I always slept on my right side. It woke me up, kept me up all night. So day 5, I started noticing the pain was down probably 60 to 70%, just 5 days in. And then 14 days in, the pain was gone in my right shoulder. And I actually couldn't believe it. Called my mom and I told her, because I was trying to get her to take this. She's like, cancer survivor, breast cancer survivor. She took the shot. So I wanted her to get on, at least take the patch. And I sent her a bunch of patches. So she started to take it. But she's like, oh, baby, it's just, she goes, oh, maybe your shoulder is just finally, the pain's just going away or something like that. She said something like that to me. I was like, nah, I don't think so. There's no way. I was in terrible pain, can't sleep. And then all of a sudden, I'm able to sleep on it with no pain, and I can raise it. So my computer's right here, and I drive like this. So my shoulder would freeze up as I was driving, and then I'd have to start moving it in order to get it moving again, because it hurts so bad. Now the pain's gone, and now for my back, I haven't been to the chiropractor since probably the first or second Friday of February, and this is the longest I've gone in well over a year, and I haven't had to go to the chiropractor. No flare-ups, no nothing like that. I did some yard work where I was on my hands and knees, and my back was hurting me about a week ago, and I thought I was going to be in trouble. And the next day, I woke up, I put a patch on. A few hours later, I noticed, I'm like, all it was tightness. It didn't even hurt. I've had some bad knees, again, probably from years of wear and tear. I couldn't really do squats, nothing like that. For at least with weight, I couldn't do squats with weight. My thigh's been bothering me. I don't know what I did to that, but could be just a pulled muscle. But I'm finally able, because I bought the Aeon patch, that 3-pack you get, the Aeon, the glutathione, and the I forgot what the other one's called.
Carnosine.
Carnosine, yeah, thank you, geez. So I bought that, and I put the Aeon and the X39 right on my bad thigh and above my knee. And then I started noticing that. So I did legs the other day, and for the first time probably in 2 or 3 years, I could squat all the way down and not have any pain. The carnosine also. So usually push-ups is my thing. So I can usually do about 100 in a set without stopping, and I actually did 120. That's the first time I hit 120 since I was probably 30 years old, and I'm 44 now. That was like a major increase. That was on the first day of wearing it.
On the first day of carnosine?
Yeah, first day of carnosine. I felt nothing on it. Like, I didn't even think it was working until I went to the gym, and I noticed my stamina was really picking up. I'm noticing when I run, I feel lighter on my feet. I'm noticing that. My allergies now, that's a big thing. So I'm really allergic to, so I have 2 dogs. I'm really allergic to both of them, especially my boxer. So when he lays on me, I'll react. I'll get hives, I'll itch, my eyes will swell, they'll turn really red, they'll get watery. And the other, I want to say, I noticed, so if I go to the gym usually at 3 in. I got home pretty early, it was like 4:30 in the morning, and I sat down in the recliner and he sat up next to me and just kind of laid on me. I noticed about 20 minutes I wasn't itching. About 30 minutes later, I'm noticing I'm not itching, my eyes aren't swelling, stuff like that. I mean, like my allergies are almost going away. Now it's like at like 4 weeks into the X39.
Just 4 weeks?
Just 4 weeks. I'm still sneezing. I mean, I'm sneezing all the time. You know, that's just what I do. I'm still sneezing. I still have asthma. That hasn't gone away. Got that from when I was in the military. Still got asthma. I have these rashes that won't go away. That's apparently from burn pits. That hasn't gone away yet. I mean, obviously I'm only 5 weeks in, so I'll give it time. I'm trying to think what else is there. I still have plantar fasciitis. I still have that in my feet.
Mm-hmm.
But outside that, my back feels amazing. That alone, that in itself makes the patch worth the money. Because my degenerative disc disease it's terrible. I can power through it. I'll work through it, like no matter what. Like I'm not a guy that will lay there and call the ER, call the ambulance to come pick me up like some people do. But I'll power through it. But the fact that they were very close to doing surgery, because the doctor was like, you're 5 months. That nerve is still pinching. Your disc is still pinching the nerve. You're gonna have to you're very mobile, so we don't want to do surgery. You're still mobile and active. We're trying to hold off, but you might have permanent damage here soon. When it finally detached, it was like a big relief. And now this patch, it's like amazing. I don't understand what it's doing to my discs, but I'm not having any flare-ups. So it's awesome. Like no hurting, getting up and down, no aches and pains. I'm noticing I'm more flexible. Not much, but like more than what I usually am. And I stretch all the time. And I'm trying to think, I'm sleeping better. I have sleep apnea also, so that also jacks me up. I sleep my side, but I'm sleeping better. I'm sleeping longer. And I'm not sure if it actually will help. I have an active bladder, so I don't know if it's going to help with that or not. I get up to pee like 3 or 4 times a night. So I don't know if the patches will help with that, but hopefully it does. And I do have high anxiety. That's probably from going to war, but I feel rushed. I usually feel like I'm always in a rush, like naturally, like I can't like control it. And since I've been on these patches, I feel like I have no rush. I feel very calm. I feel very just like very chill. Like I just kind of sit there and I just kind of like hang out. It's hard to explain, but it's definitely doing something. Definitely, at least with my anxiety. And that's about it. I mean, the glutathione, I took that. I did that. I did 2 patches back to back, 24 hours. Did some research, and they say boost your glutathione by 300% for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. So the first 12 hours, I was falling asleep, bad, like really, really bad. And then the next 12 hours, I changed patches out, and then I started getting headaches. I went to bed with them the next day, and I was fine.
Oh wow!
And I'm less sore during my workouts. Again, increased stamina, and pretty much that's about it.
So Jason, something I wanted to go back on. Did you say burn pits?
Yes, I have a lot of injuries from that. I'm dealing with a lot of ailments. The government would burn everything in these burn pits, from plastic to paints to you name it, it's in there. They'll burn it, and the smoke will go right over base, and you're breathing it in. Kind of like the Agent Orange, what they say the Agent Orange of this war.
Wow. Man, you've
so
had
I got asthma from that. I got asthma from that. I got sinusitis from that. I got rashes from that. So
wow. Everybody is saying thank you so much for all that you're doing for our country. Everyone appreciates you greatly. But wow, you've been through a lot. You've had a lot going on, and I can't believe the results that you're receiving in just 4 weeks. And I love that you're like, well, I
Yeah.
hope it helps with this. I hope it helps with that. So
Yeah.
I
It hurt
can't,
home on my
I can't
back. So I mean,
promise you
I'm already-
anything, but I can tell you over my 2 years, I've heard all the list of things that you said, besides the burn pit, but all the list of things that you said, I've heard other people get results from those things.
Oh, it's
So,
awesome. Okay.
yeah, I'm so excited for you. Just in the relief you've gotten so far is miraculous. How
Oh,
amazing.
my lower back in itself, my shoulders, it's awesome. Especially my lower back. That's been it's been a battle. I take collagen religiously because it always helped with my back. I still take it. I'm never gonna come off collagen, but this is definitely definitely a miracle patch for sure. At least for your muscles,
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
I also have muscular tics. You can't tell 'cause I control it pretty well, especially with my diet. But I'm hoping those will go. I'm hoping that will go away too. So in due time.
Well, we're going to have you back on in 90 days and probably 90 after that, because we're going to need to see all these things checked off your list for you, for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. That was fantastic. I really appreciate your time. I know you're busy at work, so thank you for taking some time out to come on here and share with everybody. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mars.
Wow, is all I can say. Between Michelle and Jason, we're changing lives tonight. That blew me away. I had no idea what a burn pit was and the chemicals that has been going in on him. And that's pretty crazy. And that it's not 100% better, but he's detoxing. You heard, like, his allergies are better and he's detoxing. And Michelle, I mean, the pictures, like, are you kidding me? Eczema, dermatitis, all that inflammation to clear skin, like something's going on. What is it? Well, it's the X39 stem cell activation patch, and it's small. It looks like a Band-Aid, I know, but just because it's small doesn't mean it's not powerful. And let me tell you what's in it. If you open it up, yes, inside that's organic crystal, and it's made up of some amino acids, some sugar, some water, some salt, and some oxygen, and it forms a lattice. And what's wonderful about the lattice, as Dr. Stacy always tells us, is that it reflects light. And you see, we're made of light. We have a low-grade infrared light coming off our body. And you know that's true, because if you talk to Jason, he's probably used night vision before in the military to see people and to see their light signature. That's your infrared light coming off your body. So when you put that patch on, it reflects back a light wave. And it does something to your body. It's actually a big word called photobiomodulation, light making change in your body. What the X39 does is it activates a very important peptide in your body called GHK copper peptide. And you can go to startx39now.com and you can look at the tab on GHK copper peptide, and you will see that it's the holy grail of repairing. And one of the things that GHK copper peptide does is it activates your stem cells, makes more stem cells, and resets it to a younger, healthier state. And why is that important? Well, because by age 30, you've lost almost all your stem cell, or 50% of your stem cell activity. And by age 60, you've lost almost all of it. And the reason that stem cells are so important to work is that stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. And that's what it did when you were 20. And I would ask Michelle and Jason when they were 20 if they had gray hair, wrinkles, or some of those chronic issues. You know, at 20, I doubt if Michelle had inflammation of her entire skin. I doubt that Jason had all the chronic back and knee and shoulder issues, asthma, chemical toxicity that he has today. And that's because when he was 20, when she was 20, her stem cells were marching and they were repairing. So when you put this patch on, you reset your stem cells to work like you're 20 again. And David Schmidt, our owner, inventor, and CEO, says this: when you put young stem cells on old tissue, you turn the tissue young again. We're not anti-aging, we're literally age reversing. And some things that you can expect when you put that X39 on: in 24 hours, you will reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. in 1 to 3 months, you're going to balance your brain. And we actually have a study that talks about that. In 3 to 6 months, you're going to activate those stem cells to repair. And 6 to 12 months, you're going to reverse your age 8 years inside and out. And we have a study for that. So what happened to Michelle and Jason? I mean, they started that X39 and that army started going. And it started to repair what they needed to have repaired first to live. And then it goes to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Michelle obviously needed her inflammation fixed. And Jason obviously needed some of that, what could I say, some of those allergies that the dog was causing to get better. And he needed that shoulder and back pain and the disc issues to start to repair. Is Jason done yet? No, he still has more repairing to do. Those stem cells are still working. We heard he still has some asthma, symptoms of asthma. We know he still has some detoxing to do, but did you hear in his voice how he has hope again? And his anxiety has gone down. I heard that. He has the sense of anxiety, of that feeling of rush. I have to rush all the time. And now he says he feels chill. That's pretty amazing, chill. So that's what this product is doing. And it all does it through light. And David Schmidt, the owner, inventor, and CEO, he actually found this company in 2004, actually for the Navy SEALs. So I'm sure Jason will like to hear that. They came to David and said, we need a way to keep our guys up at night without stimulants. And that was the beginning of this company. Today, now, it is 2023 and the stem cells and the light, it is just moving, and we are helping a lot of people because in 2004, people didn't understand what light was. And today they do, and they want stem cells. They want a new form of light therapy. And our company has helped over this team, 40,000 people. And our company has moved up to over 300 million a year because we're helping so many people. You can't help so many people if the patches don't work. I do want to explain Eon because they talked about Eon, both Michelle and Jason. Eon activates a peptide that reduces inflammation. When you reduce inflammation, it turbocharges the X39 to work better because you see inflammation is an eater of stem cells. So we just turbocharge them both to work. And of course, they all talked about glutathione as a way to detox their body. And lastly, Jason talked about carnosine for those muscles. And he got that, what was it, from 100 push-ups to 120? Wow. And stamina, that's because carnosine is in the muscle tissue of your body and is activating that. So get with the person who brought you here and let them know that you want to try this product. And you can let them know that you'd like to try X39 for $149, become a preferred customer at $119, or you can get a wholesale pack anywhere from $299 up, and you can mix and match. And there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try these technologies for yourself. So once again, get with the person who brought you here and let them know what you want to do. And please go to startx39now.com. That's startx39now.com, and you can research it for yourself. Back to you, Dr. Stacy.
Thank you, Marcy, so much. And thank you, Michelle and Jason, for taking time out tonight to share your testimonials. I know they will help so many people, and we're so excited for your results, such quick results as well, too, that you both experienced some relief. And so we're looking forward to your future success using the technology. So thank you for being here this evening, everyone.
So with that, let's stop the recording, Dr. Stacy.
You got it.